We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Giants. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On red.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You talk about this Giant defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game.
Let's go.
I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Think right.
Another run by Bigsby. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Hey, hey, hey.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, it's Bigsby. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Giants at 10-2 on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Off play action. Leonard. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. And he is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And Bigsby once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. These guys running back out of the backfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Leonard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Red 23.
Now Lawrence on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Second and 10. Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18,
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he fields it cleanly. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw on second down, Leonard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Hey, go, go!
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence finds Pickens out right.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
All right, let's go.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
Street. 11.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Buffalo 18. 70 range. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Leonard.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Gaml.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 4.
Hey, kill.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Ralph. 11, Agate.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Bigsby once more, and once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw. Leonard. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Leonard. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's Bigsby. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
let's go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
13, move. 11, add that.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Red 23. Easy. Read a 44.
On the carry, Bigsby. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Tracking 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
60 Bobcat. Hurt.
To throw on 2nd down. Leonard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the bootleg. Leonard rolling to his right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's third down and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, run! Here we go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
70 range.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes second down.
18
Looking to throw. Leonard. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets a first, but just 10 seconds remaining.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That one deep for Hodgins. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
They'll look to throw again.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.